start at verse 9. No sweat. Shalaki Israel for that inconvenience. We back on though. Law class in Detroit.
We'll start over at 8.
You can. Yep, go ahead.
Come, sir. Ezekiel 20 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
But thy rebelled against me.
But they rebelled against me. Go ahead.
And will not hearken unto me. They did not every man cast away the abomination in their eyes.
What's the abomination talking about? The Barakia.
The abomination is the idol, sir.
What is an abomination?
Abomination is nothing of Christ.
Something that the Most High hates. It's disgusting to the Most High. When you see abomination, that's serious, man. All right, keep going.
Neither did they forsake the idols of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them.
To accomplish what?
My anger against them.
I just showed you how the Most High, what his anger is. We understand death. Keep going.
To accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
But I wrought to my namesake that it should not be polluted before the heathen. Among them they were, in whose sight I made myself known unto them, and bring them forth out of the land of Egypt.
So we right here it's talking about when we was in the land of Egypt amongst heathens. You know what I'm saying? And of course we was following the heathens, doing what the heathens did. You know what I'm saying? And that was pollution. You understand? Just like get Micah 2 and 10. Barak, y'all, stay where you at. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going where you was at though.
Verse 10. Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt, and brought them into the wilderness.
Go ahead.
And I gave them my statutes.
I gave them what?
My statutes.
Who is them? It's talking about.
Come, sir.
It's talking about us, man. Israelites. It's not talking about all the other nations. Like the Christian church teach you. God dealing with everybody. That ain't in there. You see? Keep going.
Come, sir. And showed them my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them.
If you do, you shall live. You should live in them. What does that mean?
You should.
Go ahead.
Therefore, we will follow our commandments.
Basically, I mean, you can say you in the truth all day. You can wear a headpiece. You can say shalom. You can do all the things that we do. But if you ain't actually living it, you're a hypocrite, man. You ain't in the truth. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people out there on the internet saying they're in the truth. They do this, they do that. But they ain't living these laws. You got to live them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's a huge difference from somebody that's rocking the attire that we rock. Are you living it, though? All of them. You see what I'm saying? Give it back to him. Most High Christ.
Come, sir. Verse 12. Moreover.
Read 11 again.
Come, sir. Verse 11. And I gave them my statutes, and showed them my judgment.
What we just read in Psalms 147. I show my word unto Jacob, my laws, my statutes, and judgments. Keep reading.
Which if a man do, he shall even live in them.
He shall even live in them. He's going to be about that life he talking. You see what I'm saying? Read.
Come, sir. Moreover, also I give them my Sabbath to be a sign between me and them, that they may know that I am the Lord that sanctified them.
That sanctified them. How do we get sanctified? What does sanctify mean? Little words like that we got to know. Anybody know? You know what that means, Barak, y'all? It means to cleanse. And you're getting cleansed with these laws, statutes, and commandments. You ain't going to get sanctified with no water. You see that? A homosexual can get dipped in water and come back up a homosexual. You understand? But you can read these laws and find out what you're supposed to be doing in the earth, and you can change. Why? Because you following the Most High. And following these laws is gonna cleanse you. It's gonna sanctify you. You come in the truth and then come back around your friends maybe a year and a half, 2 years later, they're gonna be like, man, what's going on with you? You seem different. What you into? I'm into this Bible. That's what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come, sir. But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
They walked out of my statutes.
They walk not.
They walked not in my statutes. Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
And they despised my judgment.
They despise your judgments. Like, we don't care, man. The Most High ain't take them serious. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Which if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Sabbath they greatly polluted. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them in the wilderness to consume them.
You can stop right there. It was one I seen that was real heavy. Let's move on to 1 Corinthians 10, verse 20. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20.
Come, sir. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
What do the Gentiles sacrifice? What was this talking about? Go ahead, Barakia. What's going on? You looking for a scripture?
No, I was just getting on the scripture. And what was the question that you asked me, sir?
Read verse 20.
Okay, come. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. But I say that the things which of the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye...
Jump up to 19. I'm about to give you, if you just gonna give you the answer right here. Read 19.
Come. What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
Sacrifice to devils. These idols, man. These holidays. You understand? The customs of these people are vain. It means nothing to the Most High. But we was doing this way back then, and we doing it now. That's my whole point of putting these scriptures right here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got any other questions on Mother's Day? Young man? Nothing. Okay, Officer 50, Barack Yah. So if somebody asks you, could you break down Mother's Day? What was one of the first scriptures that popped in your mind? Okay, you say Mother's Day wrong. Show me in the Bible where it's wrong. Where would you go?
With the plague, something about the plague.
Say it again.
The plague.
What scripture would you go to? We gotta get that study game up. Go ahead, student. Get that brother the mic.
Come on, concert. I'll take them to Exodus 20 and verse 3.
That was my first scripture I pulled for this class. Excellent. Let's read it one more time.
Come on, concert. Exodus 20 verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Let's see. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make upon thee any graven image.
That's good. That's good. Let's jump to Judges 2 and 13. I'm about to wrap it up. Judges 2 and 13.
Come on, concert. Judges 2 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
And they forsook the Lord.
They did what?
Forsook the Lord.
That's what we've been doing since the beginning, man. Can't get it right. Why can't we get it right, though? That's the big question everybody should be asking. Why don't you think we can get it right? We ain't got it right since the Bible, 2,000 years ago. Kept offending the Most High. What's the big problem? Go ahead.
Because like once I said before, it's like following the leader. We've been taught to live certain things, to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Mother's Day and Easter and stuff like that.
That's excellent. Give him a hand. That's an excellent answer. Excellent answer, man. What scripture? Let's get Revelation 18 and 4 real quick. And then what you over, bro? You got Micah 2 and 10? Okay. After you read that scripture.
Come on, concert. You said 18. Revelations 18 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Come. Revelations chapter 18 verse 4.
Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Do what?
Come out of her, my people.
Come out of her, my people. When you hear my people in here, that's a possessive word right there.
Come on,
It
concert.
ain't talking about everybody. It's talking about a certain group of people up in there in the earth. Come out of her, my people. What does it mean and what?
Basically come out of American customs, Israel.
Taking your spirit about this place. You see what I'm saying? And putting your spirit back in the law, statutes, and commandments, the truth in the Bible. Come out of her, my people. Stop celebrating Mother's Day. You understand? Stop trying to be like. That's why they refer to us as Gentiles in certain contexts of the Bible, because we was living in their land and living just like a damn heathen. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord said, "Come out of her, my people." Keep going.
Come on, concert. That ye be not partakers of her sins.
See that? So you don't be partakers in serving Roman and Greek gods. You understand? And eat the foods that these other nations eat. You understand? Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments will put us high above everybody. Keep reading.
Come on, concert. And that ye receive not her plagues.
Mm-hmm.
For her sin has reached unto heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities.
That's right. 77 million Native American Indians getting murdered by the hand of the white man. I ain't forgot about that. I don't care how long ago it was. That done reached up to heaven, man. You got to pay. You have to pay for it. It's in the scriptures. Keep going.
Come on, concert. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
See, reward her even as she rewarded you. How much though? Keep going.
And double unto her double.
And double unto what?
Her double.
Good night. I don't have to say no more on that one. You know what I mean? Read what you got, Barakia.
Micah 2 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Arise, ye, and depart.
And do what?
And depart.
What is it talking about right here? Depart from how you've been living in this filthy, disgusting land that the Most High is going to describe here right now. Keep going.
For this is not your rest.
So this is not what?
Your rest.
Meaning this is not our resting spot right here. It's not our homeland. You understand? Keep going.
Because it is polluted.
Because it's what?
Polluted.
It's polluted. Well, like I said earlier, you can go down there and marry man on man, marry a dog. You understand? They fight real hard to make pedophilia legal in this place.
Right.
That's how disgusting this place is, man. Read it again from the top. Come out of her. Arise.
Arise, ye.
Wake up. Get up. Wake up, man. Keep going.
Arise, ye, and depart.
Mm-hmm.
For this is not your rest.
Go ahead.
Because it is polluted. It shall destroy you.
It should what?
Destroy you.
Guess what? Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian people are destroyed. Living under the doctrine of Christianity and in American customs.
Right.
Destroyed, man. Your power ain't with you. Destroyed. Keep going.
Even with a sore destruction.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, sir. You want to keep on going?
Even a sore destruction, meaning your destruction will be slow, miserable. You're gonna feel hopeless in this land. That's hell. That's hell on earth right there. Because why? We want to follow the other nations, and they say don't follow the way of the heathen, because the customs of the heathen is what? It's vain. It means nothing. You see what I'm saying? The knowledge of this earth, of this world called America, is foolishness with God. So why would you go celebrate Mother's Day? We sit here showing you that it don't got nothing to do with the Most High. It ain't in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because we want to feed our lusts and do what we want to do, we're going to continue to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Read that next verse.
If a man walk in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of his people.
So knowing that Mother's Day, Christmas, all of these holidays that I've been talking about tonight, what should we celebrate? Go ahead. We shouldn't celebrate nothing? We got some things we should celebrate. Go get Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, real quick. Read verse 1 and then jump down to 21. I'm gonna show you what we are supposed to be following on and celebrating.
It's 3 and 21.
23 verse 1. 23. Am I still up, Kadash, or no? Most of Christ.
Leviticus 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
He spake unto who?
Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
And say unto them, considering the feast of the Lord.
Considering what?
Feast of the Lord.
Considering the feast of the Lord. Yeah, we absolutely supposed to celebrate these as we do in the UPK. And I'll tell you, it's way more glorious than any Christmas, Thanksgiving that I'd have had. You know what I'm saying? Glorious. The Passover was glorious. You understand? That was just a glimpse of the kingdom of heaven, man. It was glorious. That's what I look forward to. You know what I'm saying? You come into this truth and experience just a little bit of brotherhood that you ain't gonna find nowhere else. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else in the earth. You see what I'm saying? That's what I look for every year. Passover. You understand? All the high holy days we celebrate. You understand? The cookouts that we about to be rocking out with, man. That's what I look forward to now since I've been in the truth. In my 3 short years, you know what I'm saying? Jump up to 21.
Leviticus 23 and 21. And ye shall proclaim of the self same day, that it may be in holy convocation unto you.
That it may be what?
In holy convocation unto you.
What is convocation?
Good night.
Anybody? Come on, man. I know y'all been studying. You got to know what a holy convocation is. First of all, break down the word holy.
Separate.
Can a Chinese man come here and celebrate the Passover with us? He can't? Why not? We what? Well, damn right. Yeah, holy means is the nation of 12 tribes. That's it. Otherwise, it's a no entry. You can't get in here. You're not gonna get in here. It's a lock. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading, Barack.
Ye shall do no servile work.
Servile work.
Servile work.
What is servile work? Go ahead. Servile work is, say if I own a business, right? And I decide to go out and make some extra money for myself, and I own a business, that's servile work. It ain't supposed to be. If it ain't slavery, don't do it. It's a day of rest. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath was made for man. The man wasn't made for the Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole different breakdown, but servile work, that's what it means. Keep going, Barack.
Servile work within.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a
It should be a statue.
A statue forever.
For what?
Forever.
So you might hear fake Israelites or somebody that know they're Israelite and say, well, why y'all keeping the Passover? You know what I'm saying? Christ died. We don't got to keep the Passover, but you about to get cut right here in the scriptures. Keep reading it.
In all your dwellings.
Hold on. Read. Go back up. It should be a statue for what?
It should be a statue forever.
For what?
Forever.
Meaning this is a statue. This is something that this is a commandment. You got to keep the Passover. That's a commandment. Forever. Keep going.
In all your dwellings.
In all your dwellings. They like to say, well, since we ain't in Israel, we don't got to keep the Passover.
Right.
But we scattered abroad. Right. You understand? You do got to keep it. Keep going.
Throughout your generations.
Throughout what?
Your generations.
Meaning I got to teach my son how to keep the Passover because the scriptures say what? If you train up a child the way he shall go. If I don't teach him he got to keep the Passover, what is he going to be celebrating? He's going to be celebrating bunnies laying eggs, man. You understand? The rabbits don't even lay eggs. So what the hell? What you see how destroyed we've been under the white man all this whole time? Destroyed, man. Read what you got to read that one more time. It should be a statue for what?
Salakia, sir.
No sweats. Focus. It should be a statue forever.
It should be a statue forever.
Uh-huh.
In all your dwellings.
Go ahead.
Throughout your generation.
Throughout your generations. Meaning my son's going to be keeping the Passover, man. Something that it don't go away because Christ died. Christ was in the New Testament, right? What was his last meal? You know what he was celebrating? He was celebrating what? That's another cut on Israelites to say you got to keep the Passover. Stop. You got to stop listening to these idiots, man, on the internet. Because they off. They off. You understand? If they knew any of the truth, it says only one body. You understand? One spirit, one baptism, meaning the teaching. And the teaching came from where? One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You understand? I can't learn the truth and then change the doctrine and go doing something over here. You understand? You a schism. Schism meaning what? I call it division in the body of Christ. That you off right there. You cutting yourself in the scriptures. You got a problem with a brother? You can pull that man to the side. If he offend thee, go to him and him alone. Which I ain't gonna get on them them Bible groups. You understand? Boys and Girls Club. I ain't gonna even get on that. You had something, Kadas? Alright. No sweat. No more questions? I'll take that as a no. Alright, we're gonna close this class out. Pass it over to Priest and Officer Kadas Bar for the security announcements.
We started out, we are the ISUBK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashera, 10% of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or Teacher Preach Fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, the Feast of First Fruits from April the 28th all the way to June 17, 2019. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right. With that being said, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Amajim Shabbat, Barak, Salaki, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sister, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, with that being said, class dismissed.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke.